It's not a gift. It's not something you ask for. And if you're lucky, you never have to wield it. But in a world like this, where chaos hunts the weak and fear feeds on the innocent, someone has to carry the weight, not to dominate, but to protect. That's the burden of power. You want to know what power is? It's not in the fists, not in the weapons, not in the technology or the billions in your bank account. It's not how loud you can shout or how many followers hang on to your every word. Power, real power, is restraint. It's the choice not to act on vengeance. It's doing the hard thing, the right thing, when the easy path screams your name like a siren. I've stood in front of men who thought they were gods, mobsters, psychopaths, tyrants in suits and cowards in masks, and every single one of them believed they were powerful. They weren't. They used fear to control. They twisted hope into obedience. But what they never understood was this: power isn't about control. It's about responsibility. If you use it to lift yourself up, you'll fall. But if you use it to lift others, you rise with them. People think I'm a myth, a monster in the dark, a symbol of vengeance. But that's only part of it. The other part, the part most people miss, is inspiration. The mask isn't just a warning to the wicked, it's a reminder to the broken, the scared, the hopeless, that they can fight too, that they matter. The strongest people I've ever known weren't trained in combat. They didn't wear armor. They didn't have money or gadgets. They had pain, loss, fear, and they kept going anyway. That's power. To wake up one more day, to rise after the fall, to choose kindness in a world that punishes it. The world doesn't need more people chasing dominance. It needs leaders, guardians. It needs people who understand that power without purpose is just destruction wearing a mask. You want to inspire others? Then stop chasing applause. Start chasing truth. Start building instead of burning. Find your pain and use it, not to hurt others, but to heal yourself and light the way forward. Power doesn't come wrapped in velvet. It comes wrapped in blood, sweat, and sacrifice. It doesn't whisper. It doesn't beg. It demands. And if you're not strong enough to carry its weight, you break, you rot from the inside out, and you fall. I've seen what power does to people who crave it. They bend it, twist it, weaponize it, and then they act surprised when it turns on them. Joker, Bane, Dent, all of them tried to hold the flame in their bare hands. They forgot that power burns. You see, power alone isn't evil. It's not the enemy. What matters is who's holding it, and why. When I was just a boy, I thought strength meant vengeance. That pain gave me permission to strike back. I thought if I hit hard enough, fast enough, I could fix everything that was broken. But power without purpose, that's just noise. It's a storm without a direction, a gun with no target. It doesn't fix a goddamn thing, it just destroys. I've been broken, left bleeding in alleys, buried under rubble, mocked by madmen. I've stared into the eyes of monsters, and I've seen myself staring back. But the thing that kept me going, it wasn't rage, it wasn't revenge. It was the idea that someone, anyone, could find hope in the dark. That a city drowning in corruption could still rise. That I could turn my pain into something bigger than me. That's where the real power is. You want to know what power truly is? Power is getting up after you've been knocked out by life 1,000 times. 56% of you guys who watch our videos are not subscribed. We provide powerful, inspirational videos to help the next generation. We bring new characters to the channel all the time. If you have any ideas on who we should have in our next video, put it in the comments below. Please support the channel by getting an Inspire Network hoodie now in the bio below. Thank you for your continuous support, for the channel. Help us get to 10K by liking the video and leaving a comment. It helps the YouTube algorithm push our videos to more people. Enjoy the rest of the video, ladies and gentlemen. Power is doing the right thing, even when no one's watching. Power is having every reason to become a monster and choosing not to. It's not loud. It doesn't scream for attention. Sometimes real power is just one person saying, I won't let this world kill what's good inside me. I don't wear this suit because I'm invincible. I wear it because I'm not. I bleed, I hurt, I lose. But every night, I put this armor on because I know someone out there is watching. Some kid with nothing but fear in their chest. Someone standing on the edge of giving up. If I can survive the fire, maybe they can too. You want to be powerful? Then stop looking outside for it. It's not in titles, not in fame, not in the fists you throw. It's in the choices you make when no one's around to clap for you. It's in sacrifice, it's in discipline, it's in heart. Inspiration doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from being willing to fight, to fail, and to keep moving anyway. The world is broken, but that doesn't mean you have to be. Every time you get up, every time you refuse to stay down, you become a symbol, a spark, and sparks become wildfires. So be the fire. Burn bright enough to light someone else's way. Burn long enough to prove that shadows don't own you. It's a word people chase like shadows, thinking if they could just grab enough of it, they'd be invincible. But power without purpose is a loaded weapon in the wrong hands, and I've seen what happens when that weapon is fired at the world. People think I'm obsessed with justice. They're right, but not because I enjoy the fight, because I know what happens when no one stands between power and the innocent. You want to understand power. It's not about domination. It's not control. It's not wealth. It's the willingness to bear weight most people run from. Power is responsibility, the kind that never sleeps. I've stood on rooftops looking down at cities that forget they're breathing because someone's keeping the night in check. That someone, it's never the loudest voice. It's the one who keeps going, even when the city spits on him, fears him, hates him. Because power, real power, doesn't demand attention, it demands sacrifice. There's a myth that heroes are born from greatness, that we fall into destiny like it was waiting for us. But I didn't become this because I was chosen. I chose, in a moment of rage, grief, and pain, I chose not to let that pain own me. I forged it into something else, something useful. I became a symbol. Not to be worshipped, to remind others they can fight too. People don't need gods, they need examples, not perfection, but persistence. They need to see someone crawl through hell and still get back up without losing his soul. I've walked through fire most people only dream about in nightmares, and every scar, every broken bone, it taught me something. It taught me that the greatest inspiration isn't light, it's resistance. The refusal to let the darkness dictate your end. You want to inspire? Don't show people a perfect hero. Show them a man who bleeds, who falls, who fails, and still stands. Because that's what strength looks like, not invulnerability, but endurance. Power whispers in your ear that you're above it all. But inspiration, it screams from the dirt. It says, get up, they're still watching, and if you don't move, they won't either. This city, this world, it doesn't need more gods or monsters. It needs people willing to go where it hurts, to stand alone in the cold, to be the reason someone else doesn't give up. I've been that reason, not because I had all the answers, but because I had the will to keep asking the hard ones. Will you stand when you're broken? Will you act when you're afraid? Will you inspire not with words, but with actions? I've failed more times than I can count, I've lost people I swore I'd protect, made decisions I'll regret until the last breath leaves my body. But I never stopped, and I never will, because inspiration isn't about being perfect. It's about being persistent. Every day you choose to rise, every time you use your pain as a bridge, not a weapon, you inspire someone. They may never say it, you may never see it, but you become the light they follow in the dark. That's power, and the world needs more of it. So stand up, not for glory, not for revenge, but for them.